and welcome to Pokemon Forever. So in today's episode, I'm going to be taking a look at a part of the new black and white Pokemon trainer kit. And in case you haven't heard of what that is, it's this trainer kit that just basically runs you through the motions of how the game is played, and, well, it comes with two 30-card decks, which seems a bit dumb, but then again, I guess you couldn't really, sell two 60-card decks, or else that'd be, real expensive. So anyway, but I'm going to just review a certain card from this because it's one of the two cards that are, or one of the few cards anyway, that are exclusive to this set for America, and that is Excadrill. So let's take a look at this little guy. So let's take a look at this awesome artwork and everything else going on here. So as you can see, it's a holo card with the new black and white style of hollowness. And you can see how it's kind of stripy and shiny and kind of sparkles as you move it along and the light kind of shines on it. I really do like this way. It looks really neat and uniform. And as far as the artwork goes, let's just kind of zoom in there on him. And you just basically pretty simple, but it reminds me once again of the old-fashioned cards where it just had sort of a computer-generated artwork here in a basic sort of background, but it looks still really cool. And so you got Excadrill here with his funny-looking drill thing sticking out off of his head, and his very surprisingly mole-like face, which I guess is what he's supposed to be, kind of a mole-like Pokemon. And then you got his fat little legs back there, and overall pretty cool, neat looking little Pokemon. As you can see, he's a Stage 1, and he evolves from a Pokemon called Drillburr, which was another exclusive card to this set that I just couldn't really seem to be bothered with reviewing, but here's a look at him anyway. Okay, here's Drillburr. That's what he does, that's what he looks like, and that's it. I just didn't really want to take the time to look at him in depth. He's just, a little basic that evolves into a pretty cool Stage 1 Pokemon. So that's the card, and looking at it, just, got the gold borders, looks like, classic black and white style. Down here you've got the set pattern little thing, and it's obviously a brown outline of, I think it's Excadrill. It looks like it, so it probably is. And that's pretty much basically it for the card. And so that's the artwork. And finally, the stats. It is number 530. The subterrane Pokemon, height 2 feet and 4 inches, weight 89.1 pounds. And it definitely shows. And down here for its bio, you can see it can help in tunnel construction. Its drill has evolved into steel strong enough to bore through iron plates. So that thing up there means business. But on to the practicality of this card. Now, as you may guess, this is a training card. This is a training kit card, which means it's going to be made for the sole purpose of training with. You can't, it comes as a 30-card deck card, so it's not going to, you can't put the two decks together very easily and make it come out to a, very good solid deck. But it does come through with a very simple sort of attack, and probably no very underlying strategy you can use this guy with, that I know of anyway. But let's take a look at his attacks and just see how he holds up anyway. So his HP is 110, he's a fighting type Pokemon, which means he's got a weakness to water ×2, but a resistance to lightning -20. His retreat cost is 2 energies, which kind of sucks, but, well. And his 2 attacks. The first one is any energy, which takes only 1. Very nice. Metal Claw does 30 damage. Now, his only other attack takes 3 fighting energies, which, if you got lots of fighting energies in your deck, sure is great. But 3, I don't know, that seems like a lot to do, just to do 80 damage, which, admittedly, can take out some small Pokemon, but would not work as your heavy hitter. But it says discard an energy attached to the defending Pokemon. Now that's actually pretty cool, especially for those Pokemon that have to rely on energy to, build up an attack. Like this guy. But, yeah, so it's okay attacks, but nothing great, as would be expected from a trainer card. And by trainer card, I mean training card. Don't get that confused. So yeah, Excadrill here, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, Excadrill. His HP is, okay. It's about the norm for a Stage 1 Pokemon. He's got pretty good attack. Well, he's got good HP, like I said, but his attacks are kind of so-so. His first attack, of course, is just like, whatever. His second attack takes 3 energies, and I just can't see getting around. And unless you got a Pokemon or a trainer card that helps you get energies onto your Pokemon fast, then maybe this could be a good Pokemon to keep on your bench as sort of a backup in case your main Pokemon gets knocked out and you just need time to help him get back up on his feet. Send this guy up to the front line to get killed. But maybe take some energy off of your opponent and do 80 damage, which is a big number, and I think it looks cool. But you must remember that there's strategy in this game too, and just pummeling your opponent with points after points won't always get the job done, especially if it's a good card and a water card too. You know, a water Pokemon, that would kind of be bad. If it's a lightning Pokemon, that's great. But, you know, anyway. So that's Excadrill, and he's up to you. If you want to get the trainer kit, you know, it's just a bunch of copies. There's only like 3 cards that are exclusive to this set, so I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. But Excadrill's an interesting Pokemon, and he's kind of cool. So anyway, so the question for today is, what is your favorite fighting Pokemon? Fighting Pokemon are really cool, hit hard and hit fast, or at least some of them do. When I say fighting, I do not mean ground or rock. I mean fighting Pokemon. For me, it's going to be Hitmonlee or Sock. Sock's a cool Pokemon from the new Black and White series. It looks kind of neat, and I don't really know much about it, and I hope to do a review on it soon. But, yeah, probably a toss-up between Hitmonlee and Sock. But until next time, I'm the Pokemon Guy, and I'll see you next time. Gotta catch 'em all.